Welcome, Wargamers, to the Strider Cup bonus game, which is Men vs. Orcs, a team of elite Orc champions up against their men counterparts. Which ones are going to be the last men standing? And we are going to start with a roll for priority between the two sides.
One.
Okay, so the men have won the first priority roll-off. Starting with this side of the table.
I saw a model box and all that.
Cool. And it's Theoden. Oh, sorry, so you activate one at a time. So now it's the Orcs' turn to activate a model. Theoden running into the centre. Bravely leading the charge as he does. You do everything. You do a move, shoot, and fight.
Yeah, just shoot, no move. It's 18 inch. Is it 18 inch?
Yeah, it's bow. 3 inches forward.
So it looks like Lurtz is lining up a shot on. Who's he going for? I know, is he moving?
Yeah, he's got to move first, he's out of range. Oh, he could have gone Theoden. Yeah, I'm going to go Bard. Bowman on Bowman.
He's going for Bard the Bowman. That's a hit.
What's his defence?
5. So
All 5s.
Don't worry about it. So that is a wound on Bard the Bowman. What is he going to do?
I'll take the wound.
He's taken the wound.
He's taking the wound, lad.
Right, over to Team Men. Who's going to go next?
there you go, now blood frenzy.
Good one. So you get
I assume you understand.
one that you hit.
Yes.
Yeah. That's 3. Bard shooting left back.
Like that. How many shots? He gets 3 shots.
If you hit 15 hits,
Is that a one to hit, Macca?
Yeah.
Living up to expectations.
So you're not going to use up any might to the Orcs?
Not on a hit roll. Over to the Orcs. Next Orc model to move.
Yeah, sure.
No, it's fire back.
Straight in front of him.
Ball going for the centre. Over to the men. Oh, keeper. Yeah. Do you know, to this day, I think I still keep calling that model bold because that was how he was originally released.
I mean, I remember you told me that it used to be like...
That's the Orcs.
What, that guy?
in the film, he was originally bold before they'd done all the changes.
He was in the original rule book for The Hobbit, isn't it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then they changed him and he was like almost bold as Nemesis.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah,
Right, so which of the Orcs is going to move? We're going to have some movement from Azog.
yeah, I think so. Should I
He
send
can't-
in the Warg?
How far is the one?
Send in the Warg.
Yeah, do it straight at
Is the Warg in charge range?
No.
10 inches, you should be.
Oh,
Well,
anyone.
He's not in. He'll be close.
No, it could go a bit further forward than that.
sure enough.
It's about 9 there.
Yeah, he's not in charge range.
Just short.
He's just out.
Cool.
Still going for it.
Going for it.
Worm's going to shank him.
Worm, the real people's contender. The surprise boat
Although the
pick
worm's
for this
pretty big,
list.
Stephen, but you turn the worm so the worm can hide behind him while he's fighting him.
That'd be cool.
So, to speed things up, men, move a model because most of these guys are melee, so nothing's going to happen until they're in charge range.
That's pretty true.
Right, over to the Orcs.
You haven't moved yet.
Yeah, I'll move Shoko forward. Thank you.
Back to the men. Imrahil walking up next to Theoden, and the Orcs, and the Great Goblin King enters. Men again. I've seen Elendil there looking like he wants a piece of the action.
That's Bard's bodyguard.
I think...
Back to the
Do
Orcs.
you mind if I move Gorbag in?
Go for it.
Cool. Azog just batters him round the head. Get in there, you slug. Because now it's looking like he can actually do a bit more fighting against multiple people.
Right, men?
Oh yeah,
Now we can fight against multiple people who are equally distracted.
spell with you. Cool, over to the men.
It might be Greenman.
Agreement? Oh, that's me. Sorry about that, guys. You jest, but last year it was some of the
Hatred
for
for all
men.
the rest of us.
What?
Does his hatred rule affect the rest of us?
Who's?
Gothmogs. With anyone within.
Orcs, so it would affect me here.
And it would
Time for the orc.
Also Corvac.
Cool.
Yeah, let's say that happens.
It's Mordor orcs as well, yeah.
Yeah, so
but
you've
not
only
Shag.
got those two.
Go back up.
Gormak is Mordor
3 inches of me for Mordor orcs
Like,
for hatred of
So is it the orcs to go?
12 bags.
Yeah, I guess.
Did you move?
I guess it's
Yep, we've moved one.
So just
Mordor orcs.
get behind my human shield.
Yep.
Shameless.
Cool. So, have men moved everyone? No, there's a few more.
Also, if we call the time the Orcs come, does that affect us for an entire turn?
Between Gothmog's first move and when he moves again, that's the time it will be active from. Cool, over to the Orcs.
Send in his son first, as Orc doesn't come until the end
Men,
of the battle.
I think you've just got Aima left. And then
As Orc.
Oh, right. Okay.
Aragorn's a banner to everyone.
right, roll off for priority.
What does as Orc comes?
Orc. Well, I don't know. Gun the battle conversation. 2. So men have retained the priority. Who are they going to activate first?
Get Worm in, just to fight again. Worm versus Warg, who will win.
Really? The White Warg causes terror, right?
Yeah, do it. If he makes this,
By popular demand, Worm is going to try and charge the White Warg.
What's this?
Has anyone ever checked his courage?
his courage is 2.
Never even seen him on the
He has the
table.
same courage as a normal Warg.
I really doubt he's going to be courage 4. And he has no
Does
will
he have
points.
no will?
Courage 2. So,
He does nothing.
that is a failure to do anything by Worm. Over to Team Orc.
Oh, send the war.
Sending the Warg! Against 3 people.
No.
Go for the weakest, of course.
Oh no, poor Worm!
Go for the weakest.
So, we then fight the combat. That is the Wild Warg.
Okay, what are the stats for this? I've never
Does the
seen
Wild Warg get one on the charge or just 2?
Attacks. Fight value 5, strength 5.
I get the 6.
Okay, it's been done off screen, but that was a 6 for the
Oh,
Wild Warg. And Worm gets a 1.
Wormy Warm.
3s to win then?
That's definitely a wound. Let's see his how much fate he's got in his store. Oh, that would
that's a
be
none.
0.
That's a
So Worm is out of the arena.
Bloody face round his lips.
Actually, even better, he's put him on the base of the wall.
Cool. It's now over to the Kingdoms of Men to activate. Terror? That is a pass terror check. What one would we expect from Imrahil? That's a 4 highest. Wild Warg.
Okay. Sorry, I keep doing it off screen.
And the White Warg has 1 with a 5.
He needs 5 to wound him.
Now we've got a special rule during this game that the moment someone says point of might or might point any variation of, they've spent it.
What's Aragorn's banner?
Can you then add another point to mine, so is it just what you said sticks?
It's just to speed it up. It has to be the controlling player. It can't just be because someone else is badgering you on.
Yeah, go Stephen, see if you wound.
That's better. So, that's no wounds on Imrahil. He's gotten away with it. Over to the Orcs.
You might not get away with it now.
Do you take a cheeky shot at Bard again?
Yeah.
Just wondering who's in range. A lot are in range. I'll move 3. And then... No, actually, I'll shoot Bard, but I'll shoot through enemy. So 3s, hits.
It's a hit.
1, 2, 3, hits the king. Goes
It's-
to Bard, 5.
Hit Bard. Oh. No luck for the Orcs. Back to the Kingdoms of Men.
I can't actually shoot back at that because Ellen will in the way, but I will shoot at Shagra.
Or shot coming in from Bard.
I don't think you can shoot Shagra.
You can shoot
Aragon's away. You can shoot Keeper.
At the Keeper of the Dungeon.
a 3. So
That's a
that's
3, so that does hit.
Defense 7.
I think mine's 6.
It's 6 is either way then.
Yeah, 6 either way. Yeah.
And that's the bow.
No, it's a 4. It's a 5.
Oh, 5.
Oh, so it does matter. We're just going to check the book.
Just check what his defense is as well.
Hesitation.
Once I've said it, I've said it.
What list is he in?
Armies of Hobbit.
Oh, yeah, but what list?
I can encourage you. Maybe say,
Well, I get any shots that I've hit.
It's defense 6.
The defense of the Keeper of the Dungeons is 6.
6, so yeah,
you need 5s.
Point of Mike here.
Point of Mike from Bard.
First one!
Okay.
Keeper want to take it?
Fates.
Oh yeah, fake point.
He passes. And so fate from the keeper as well.
Fate from the Keeper.
So second shot, back into the keeper. He misses.
Missed on a 1.
How many times can you keep shooting?
Back to the Orcs.
3 times. If you get 3,
That's pretty cool.
back
Right,
to the Orcs.
shall we send in a Gorbug?
As on in range to charge.
I don't think I'd be able to reach him with Goroth, so someone else wants to move first?
I've just moved mine.
You know what?
Sam's just coming back.
Coming to you.
You've got to get through my bodyguard first.
Bold making a dash for it. And Boromir rises to the challenge.
Do I strike with the...
You do.
Yep.
And you have 2 attacks.
I think it's probably worth it.
I'll use one of mine.
What version of Boromir is this?
So we've got a heroic strike going in from Boromir and countering. Yep.
So,
I've
Boromir
got 2 attacks, right?
9 or 7. Yeah, go back.
What version of
2
Boromir is
attacks,
this?
sorry?
White Tower.
Yeah, 2 attacks.
For the Keeper, yep.
And he's burly, right?
He's better,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool, 2-handed then.
5 against a 2.
I rolled 2, a 1, and a 2.
Oh!
He's using knights.
He usually gets a banner reroll from Aragorn.
Oh! Boromir has bannered up to a 6 thanks to King Elisar,
5 now.
a model who only existed after that version of Boromir died.
3 wounds.
You can't see them on screen, but that is a 6 and 2 5s to go with it.
Damn.
Sad face.
That is a dead
Oh.
gold.
Basically.
That is a dead gold.
So it's 1 each. Worm and the Keeper of the Dungeons have both fallen.
Bolt can take revenge now. 'Cause
I
he's got
somehow
back to
don't
the
feel like that's even.
Both moved.
Oh, has he moved?
Yeah.
He moved last turn. Did he?
I don't think he has.
No, but I think Bolg's got to move in.
Yeah, Bolt's got to move.
Alright.
Yeah,
Oh, come here, sunshine.
Bolg is stepping up to Boromir.
Does Boromir's fight value stay from...
No, you have to refresh it each time.
Are you going to strike again?
Oh, I'm lower now, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, do another one.
Yeah.
Boromir's going through might the way only he can.
Bolg is
Bolt's going to counter as well, so Bolt.
Bolg countering, yep.
So,
The strike goes up to
10.
10. 10. 10. So
Both on fight 10.
Did 1 and 2 thinking.
5 all round.
5s all round.
Want to use your banner first?
No.
No banner steal from Boromir this time.
Point of might.
Point of might. Bolg has spent a point of might.
And Boromir's count.
And Boromir has. They've both gone up to 6. It's a roll off. 1, 2, or 3. It goes to evil. 4 to 5. Sorry. It goes to the Orcs. On a 4, 5, 6. It goes to Kingdoms of Men. And it's gone to men.
This is the mouth of Sauron before it became the mouth of Sauron. You know,
Boromir rolling up.
you know, it's Saturday service delivering papers.
So 1 wound.
1 wound.
Do you want to use your
you're going to take it? You're going to take the
You've
wound?
got 1 fate.
Pass.
Bolg's passed his fate. And now it's back to the Kingdoms of Men.
Do you want to move?
Yeah, I'll move Gorbug.
Is it not?
Is it, yeah,
It's Kingdoms of Men's move.
Oh yes, that's right.
Does that count as difficult?
I think you could do 4 to there and then 1 to there, so you can get in.
Yeah.
You're the same fight as him, aren't you?
Yes.
7. Do you want to do a 3 heroic combat?
Come on, Bolg.
Yeah, obviously.
Ellendel's gone into Bolg.
Then you can strike against you without you being able to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Bill, Bolg, you need to count 6 more.
Oh, you can always counter.
Not with.
heroic action, so you can't.
Yeah, and then if we call a strike, then you can call.
Not if it's already called a heroic combat.
You
can't
change his mind.
can't call two in the same phase.
So it's the question here, if Elendel calls a heroic combat, Bolg will be able to counter with heroic strike. What are people feeling?
I know what I'm feeling.
I think full health bowl is probably not worth trying to combat first.
Yeah, but he's got how many fate has Bob got? One.
He's just spent his one fate.
He's got, yeah, so he's only got 3 wins.
You've got 3 attacks. It's strike, I think. It's best.
Yeah, I'm not gonna call a combat yet.
Okay. So are there any strikes, or are we just fighting this one out? They're both fight 7?
Bolton got 1 light left.
Yeah, and I've got an elven made weapon, so... Oh shit, I don't.
And also you're out of banner.
I'm out of banner. No, I'm within 6 of Aragorn. Surely.
But are you a warrior? Oh, actually,
No, it's all good models.
all good models.
Oh, I'm outside of 6 of them.
All of a sudden, the decision to get LSR in is really
Yeah,
important.
I mean, if you're not calling anything, I'm not calling anything. So, just fighting?
Just fighting normally.
Red versus blue.
So that's a 4 highest from Bolg and
Highest from Elendil.
5 highest from
Me
Elendil.
then.
And I'll spend a point of might to take it to a 6.
Cool.
Elendil wins.
You need 4s.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, was that Bolg spent 1? Yeah. So Bolg is out of might?
He is.
Ooh.
So Elendil spent 1 as well to make it.
Sure.
Fight. Is it 4? Strength 5, defense 7, yeah.
Try and roll in the centre if you can.
2 wounds. Spend the second point of might to kill him.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
Elendel has just slain Bolg, but he's now floating on 1 might point.
Don't need it.
Can Gorbag challenge?
Yeah.
Okay. So
So Gorbag is going into Imrahil.
I'd wait until he can be within 3 of him.
not a bad idea. What about a wild walk?
You've already charged him.
Yeah.
That is true.
He's activated this time.
I think it's Azog or Gorbag, or that's it.
Let's make Azog join the fray then.
That's scary because you get...
Right then.
You're out, aren't you?
I've never played Azog before.
By
No
hand.
idea.
I've had the 2 tests.
3 attacks, I think?
I've got 4.
3 attacks, fight 7.
He's going to
So,
tank it now, don't worry.
before you guys roll, are there any heroics?
That is a good question. What heroics can Azog do?
Strike,
Strength,
and
challenge.
He's also got Master of Battle, hasn't he?
Not
Only as an
even
army bonus.
bonuses.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't realise it childhood.
Just a hobbit.
Cool. So, Imrahil's the lower fight value.
What's his defense?
7.
Imrahil's defense is 7.
But you're struck.
Yeah, let's say, yeah.
Strike with
Heroic strike coming in from Imrahil. What about Azog?
He's going to counter all that, though?
What's your normal strike?
He's fight 6.
one-
He'll
one
go
below.
up
Yeah,
to
he's
fight
gonna
7
counter.
minimum.
Azog countered. Right, rolling for the combat. Might want to roll some more dice.
So even.
Azog gets a 5 highest. Imrahil
He's
gets.
only rolled 2 dice because that was his strike.
Oh, sorry about that. Yep. So 1 more dice.
Roll that again.
1.
He rolled 2.
Oh, Azog gets a 5 highest, and Imrahil's on 3.
I think he might be out.
We're not positioned Aragorn very well.
So
Not a lot we can do, really.
Any special strikes I can do?
take the punishment.
Take punishment.
So roll 3 dice to wound Imrahil.
3.
Is it?
Oh, and hero. Shit, my life.
That's a 5.
That's 2 wounds so far. You do have might in hand.
Yeah, but he's got 3 fate. I'm not sure if it's worth it.
You've got to kill him at some point. Strikes and
That is true.
Yeah, but
how
he's
many-
got how many might left? 1,
2
2.
more.
you've used 1.
He's used
so
1
far.
to strike.
Cool. We'll keep it for that for now.
Okay, so 2 wounds on Imrahil. And that is a 4 and a 3.
Might it.
Might.
So is he out right now?
Imrahil's got 1 might in hand, but has spent 2 of his 3 fates.
And has taken 1 wound. Oh no.
No, he's okay on that score.
Sam.
Push him back.
No, it's not good yet. It's good. Yeah.
Over to good, yeah. How are they going to respond?
Who have we got left?
By sending the most evil character they have.
Mouth and
Those
Aragorn.
5 left.
Yeah, we should.
Can these guys get in combat this time?
No, they
On the
can't
opposites.
because Imran's moved back. They're out of range.
Same one before.
He's going to go and
Come on, Kingdoms of Men, surely there's a champion among you who will march forward. And it's Aragorn taking the centre field. I wonder why he's positioned exactly there.
Can we get Lars to shoot Boromir already?
Let's charge in there.
Been there, done that.
Why not?
And it's Shagrat going against Elisar. Any heroics, gentlemen?
Does Shagran have strike? It sounds like he would.
He does have strike, yeah. So,
Fight you normally?
usually a fight 5.
3 points. Yeah.
Go for it, I'd say.
So he's going to strike.
Shagrat striking. What about Aragorn?
Free strike.
Free strike.
5-9.
Oh, that evens. I'm guessing he's got the shield, right?
Yes.
So I get the knock to the ground as if he was cavalry.
If you would fight with an Elven Blade.
For the record, all orcs are assumed to have all of their war gear because that's the only way to make them stand against this level of...
That's fair.
3 attacks then.
Only one's on.
And a deal!
What's the target?
Oh, Elisar gets a 6.
And another
6!
To roll off.
Yeah, but they win on a 1, 2,
The DM will roll.
Winning on 3 plus.
So on a 1 or a 2, it's going to the orcs. And anything else, it's going to the Kingdoms of Men.
Fours?
That's 2 wounds.
Oh, I think I'm going to use at least a couple of fate. So that's 1 saved. He has got 2 might left.
Sacrifice a might to fate, perhaps?
Nah.
You need more strikes.
Need strike. So we'll take 1 wound and lose 1 fate. So
Shagrat is down a wound and a fate point. Right, over to the Kingdoms of Men.
I'm going to activate the goblin.
I know he's already moved. Oh, mouth.
1 dice.
The mouth of Sauron steps up.
Immobilized Azog.
He's going to immobilize Azog.
Now that is interesting.
Azog is immobilized on a 6.
Immobilized on a 6.
How much will does he have?
Only 3 more, I think, isn't it?
3 more for the mouth of Sauron. Azog has 3 to resist with.
He is 6.
But you need a
That only means
6.
you can't hurt them, but it also means you can't
How long does it last for?
It will last until the mouth of Sauron moves again. Is that right?
I think it's worth throwing 3 dice at. Otherwise, he's going to get attacked with strikes.
2.
Struck at relentlessly.
Okay, so quick question, because I can't remember how we played it last year. Should it last until the mouth of Sauron moves again, or should it last until
until
the
mouth
next
moves.
activation from the Kingdoms of Men?
I think until his mouth moves against fair.
What if the mouth dies before then?
Then it lasts forever.
Then we'll call it as
I
it
think
ends
we go
then.
to the next priority roll.
yeah,
Okay, next priority roll. That makes sense.
I'm going to use 2 will to resist.
2 will being thrown at it. Oh,
Now then,
Try your best, but you don't succeed.
Yeah, but the thing is, one of them could, if you move him over there, I suppose they could go from that way. You can block it. You can try and
So he's
block
down to 3, 1, 3.
Yeah, is Gothmog in charge range of the mouth?
Terror.
Yes, Terror.
Do not fluff this.
Oh, 6. He's in there, so he charges in.
Gothmog has gone into the mouth of Sauron.
Mouth of Sauron's 5-4.
3 attacks, nice.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Very strange standoff.
Got up to 5, so they're drawn 5.
No, it's his channel, I'm pretty sure.
I'm fight 5. What's your fight 5 as well, aren't you?
You're fight 5, he's fight 5.
Oh, maybe I should strike. Yeah, I'm going to strike.
Gothmog is striking. What about the mouth of Sauron with his...
I don't think he has it. He can only channel, yeah.
Ah, fair enough.
Haha.
Quick double check.
I'm fairly sure that's correct, but
More of a teasing question. Would you like to strike?
I bet he
I know
will.
that he caused terror.
I would, but I can't.
Yeah, march and channeling.
Okay. Striking takes him up to plus 5. So I'm also
Gothmog's
going
definitely
to
ahead.
fate.
I will also.
You'll have to
You'll have
stab.
to stab.
No, he'll have to
No, I'm higher than you.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, I stab.
You'll have to stab.
You'll stab it.
How the tables have
Stab.
turned.
Bring it.
I have the turns of tabled.
Oh, it's a 4 highest for Gothmog, and a 4 highest for the mouth of Sauron.
Yes, he is technically a friendly modern tower.
Still a 4.
Actually, he's not technically a good
That is also the filthiest display of the use of LSR I've ever seen.
I'll use a point of might to make that.
So the mouth has spent a point of might to turn it up to a
Gothmog's
5.
going to spend a point of might to turn it up to a...
Gothmog switched it up to a 5-2.
He chose to strike, yeah.
Are you going to...
I'm not might. I've only got
I might... Oh, I'll use my final point of might to win.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to.
Oh, yeah, great, excellent. Oh, yeah, cool.
Wait, the mouth is
So Gothmog has won the fight and is rolling to wound.
And Hedges is +1 to wound, isn't it?
So you re-roll the one for your feint.
Oh, yep.
Ooh, 2 wounds on the mouth of Sauron.
What defense is he?
Not enough.
Oh, that's a
One of the
fail.
four be a wound.
That's a death because he's only got 2 wounds.
True. So wait, does that mean Azog's spell?
That means Azog's spell has been lifted.
Oh shit.
It's fine, dude. You've sworn like 4 times already, so I wouldn't worry about it.
That's the second time I've sworn.
Cool. So it's over to the Kingdoms of Men.
Yes. Just the Rohan here as well.
Oh, I'm Bard. Is
Bard shot.
Oh, Bard shot.
Yeah.
Gothmog to fight now, though.
Looks like Team Rohan are considering where to go. And it's Aemma into Gothmog.
What fight is
He strikes first.
They both fight first.
Yeah. Who's got priority?
You've got Moscow.
Yeah.
You can mimic it.
So it's not one back. You've got one left.
Yeah, just fine.
They're just fighting no heroics.
6.
That's a 6 on each side.
DM roll off.
The roll off is going to go to. We can't see it, but it's gone to the side of men.
Mesh charge, does he get +1 strength as well for that?
No, he's not mounted.
Also, they got an impossible line.
Oh yeah.
No wounds.
That's a 1 and a 2 and a 2.
Right. I believe it's time for the goblin to start hurling things.
Oh, and the Great Goblin's gone in on Elendil. But I mean, once you face Sauron, that's like a piece of cake, right?
Didn't he die to Sauron?
Yeah.
Sauron just hits you up, it doesn't lift you up and throw you as a bat.
Does the Robin King want to do anything?
Probably. What fight is he?
Fight 6.
What fight are you?
7.
I will strike.
Goblin King is striking.
You've only got 1 might left, haven't you?
1 might left with Elendil.
Probably is a good idea.
Yeah, I'll use it.
And Elendil's out of might with a counter strike.
Without to...
Elendil's up to 10.
I need a 4. Yeah.
Yes, they're both on 10.
It's back to being a draw.
Elendil's managed a 3 highest against a 4.
You've not got your might.
Yeah, but got banner from Aragorn.
Still a 4.
I will use 1 might to win that outright.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm probably. Should I hurl him?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to hurl him.
You've got a clear
so
line of sight.
What's the difference in strength? You're 4?
Strength 5.
You're strength 5. I'm strength 5.
So nothing, so
So
just
no
DC.
difference. I could rend him. It's 4s on the rend.
Rend him. Get rid of him. He's got
Throw
1
him
foot.
up on me though. It's funny. No, I'll rend him. I'll rend him.
Going for the rend.
So 4s.
Oh, that's only 1 wound.
Has he, what's he got left?
He's got 1 fate and 3 wounds.
I'll take the wound.
Take the wound.
So 2 wounds.
Over to the Kingdoms of Men. Now, as far as I remember, they've got Theoden left to activate this turn. There's a whole host of orcs just waiting to be slain.
Goros to move as well.
Sure.
Here's a close fight. Like
You charging the white warg?
That's a 4 on the courage for Theoden, who's courage 5.
Spend a will point.
Point at will? Yep. Maybe he's remembering that scene in Warg Attack.
Stephen? White
Okay.
warg.
So you need 2 dice, and
sure.
Theoden gets 2 as well. White Warg has got a 6, and Theoden's only got a 3. Even if he spends, he can win it if he spends all his might. Or can he?
It's banner, reroll
Oh,
it.
the banner
Oh,
reroll.
that is
Roll
true.
the one.
Oh, still 3.
You're going to burn it all? Or risk it for...
Strength 5, defense 7, 5 to wound.
It's worth noting you're actually defense 5.
You're not giving him.
No one on Kingdoms of Men has any war gear. Like, let me clarify, any optional war gear.
Maybe.
Might.
Send all 3 points to
Now,
to
when
win
roll
the
off,
combat.
so when you rub it in,
Sound like a madman.
So,
just for a roll off, because the
oh, sorry, roll off. It goes to equal. So a colossally poor return on that might. And Theoden is wounded once. You've got...
Oh, but that's mine for this?
Yeah, Wildbark's got 3 points of might.
Solid, but
2 points of might, wounds Theoden twice.
2 points.
Dead.
Oh!
Kieran, just 1 point.
Just 1 point from the one.
Oh, just, did he... Yeah, okay. Sure.
never underestimate your
And
one.
Theoden has gone.
Is that AMA's special rule activates now?
Oh, yeah, we just pissed him off. haven't we?
Yeah.
Whoops.
No, that's Eowyn.
It's both of them, I think.
I think it's
Yeah.
takes him as well.
On the other hand,
If Eowyn or Theoden dies,
On second thought, killing Theoden may have not been the best move.
yes. On the other hand, the wolf is happy.
what happens then?
+1 to all rolls. And you have to charge it, baby.
Now AMA's pissed off. That's fine.
So it's over to the Orcs.
Just score off.
Just Garoth to go.
Do I dare?
Oh, there's also got
Come here, sunshine.
Take him out, Larry.
He gets the hatred.
Yep.
So Burley and Strike.
So
And he has strike as well.
I'm weirdly going to strike here.
I will also strike with one of my actual
Gonna
ones.
use one of your wins.
Yeah, we'll let Kieran know.
6.
Fight 10 against fight 9.
Unfortunately, there's
Here we go.
5 high. Oh, 3 high.
How many might do you have left?
Not enough.
2. I can
Banner.
win 2 points of might to force him to use one.
How many? How many wounds have you got?
2 and 1 fate. So he's going to kill me for
No, wait. He's got to get all above 4
I've
to
already
do
said
that.
it.
2 points of might from
Goroth, so he's completely
Garoth?
out.
Yeah,
They're both
Aragorn's
struck.
down to 1
Aragorn's down to
The
1.
one in his store, yeah.
to win.
Exactly.
One wound.
Wounds.
Unfortunately, had 2 in the fight.
Fate from Garoth.
See what this does.
I can throw. Oh, I should have thrown
that
something
a
in
six?
relation to 6. I was going to say, grab Gothmog and throw him away to take the win for me. Oh no, it's when I'm down to 1 with no fate into it.
So then we got Gorbag left, and I don't think he can get into combat anymore.
I think he got back a bit more? No, yes.
No, Gorbag still to go. But he can't reach anyone, so all he can really do is shift up.
He can get next to
Get in the gap.
Yeah, but
former lion.
we have a line.
Everyone is activated, over to priority.
Who wants to roll? Well, we've got
Whatever happens, it's going back to the Orcs.
More than one.
Now, remember, you do have one opportunity to do a heroic move roll-off. All it will give you is the first activation.
Which at the moment
I
might
don't
be a
think we
key.
want to burn and wait for that.
Larry has a free one.
Yeah, but I can open it.
Yeah, you're better off keeping it for.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's over to the Orcs.
Like Goblet, I can hurl, and if I do well.
They are all nice in a neat little conga line.
Yeah.
I think I'm exactly there.
What's the Goblin King on Mike Wise?
The Goblin
One
King
might.
is down to 1 might point.
I have to use one to win the combat.
Elendil has got 2 wounds and a fate to go.
And no might.
No might.
So I'm gonna strike.
Goblin King is striking.
And he goes up to.
Enough.
So Elendil, set the bar.
I'm gonna hurl it.
He's got to.
It's a 6. The Goblin King's going to have to work for it.
Go Goblin King. No, that's
It's a
not how
4 highest.
It's the first time he's ever been off.
So, I'm
Fives
looking for...
down to 4s?
No, it's 4s down to
Got his
3s.
blood rematch.
Oh, yeah,
It's strength 5, yeah.
One wound. Oh,
Blood rematch.
2 wounds? Yeah.
2 wounds.
Two
Yeah.
wounds, yeah.
So 3s to ignore it. I
Ignores
ignore
one,
one.
goes through.
I will use the fate. I think he's got
Yeah, I
one fate.
forgot about the blubber.
Fate.
Oh,
I take a wound.
Go Ellender.
Poor Goblin King.
Question is
sterling performance from Ellender.
now he can't. Goblin King he's out of mind.
He's out, mate.
So
Seems
no,
having
that
two
four-
of the same sword. We'll really
Broke
have the
him.
men here.
Yeah, why not? But on the
What,
side.
stem away from you? Give it to us instead.
Because I didn't knock them all prone.
So
He just charged in there and did some
Ellendel's coach 7.
Oh, you activate him?
Yeah. Coach 7.
Roll and then if it's a
Yeah, so-
snake eyes, work out. Lots, yeah.
So he's going to come round so you can't hurl him into it. So
Ellender doing some tactical charging.
cool.
And we're back to the
Back
start.
again, but yeah, he's going to fight this turn.
5.
5 fight, well, yeah.
Ellender wins it on a 5. Can he follow up on his
So
success?
3s.
Oh, 3 wounds.
No, he's dead.
Oh, Ellender has killed the Goblin King.
I say for
He
one,
saved
but
one, but he only
got
had 2
two
wounds left and no fate.
Don't you, Tom, don't you wish you declared a heroic combat for free with Marcel?
I don't know, yeah, but I couldn't have had the foresight for that.
Well, it's getting
There goes my health.
very terse.
And it's over to the Orcs.
May I recommend Gorbog moves in first?
If you want to.
Go for it.
So then you can charge 2 people at once.
That might not be the healthiest option.
I mean, it's
fair play. Okay, so it's Gorbag.
Oh, well, if he wins, fair enough.
Hold on, let me
Right.
get this up. You're now fight.
5, I think, and 3 attacks. That sounds right. You may want to strike as well.
I think I will.
That's Imrahil though.
I would like to
He
strike.
does have strike. Your fight 5, attack 4.
oh, did he go up for fight value for being in combat with him?
So Emma's.
Callback was striking.
Yep, I'd like to strike.
Gorbag is striking,
So's Emma.
and so is AMR.
Up to 7. Ooh, also up to 7, so it's still
Both
even.
inside the fight.
Okay,
Right, roll it up.
cool.
Oh, who's who? Oh, yeah.
So
Got a
Gorbag's got the 6,
We also have a 6.
as do the other side. So it comes down to a good evil roll off. Come on. Oh, it goes to evil.
And you've got hatred as well. That's
Yep.
plus 1 to wound.
I also have hatred.
What defense is Aema?
AMR will be his base defense, which
So,
is 5. Yep. And Imrahil will be his base defense, which will be 6. So it's
Imrahil comes to the shield.
oh, 7.
Plus 1
Got
for the
heavy
shield.
armor, but his
It will be 5 for him or 4s for him.
Shall I put it all on Ema?
Fours, yeah.
AMR.
His defense 6 base.
Yeah, but it's still 4s.
Single wound.
So that's a single wound on
You
AMR.
re-roll 1.
Yeah.
That's the army
Oh,
bonus. It's the army
reroll.
bonus.
Sorry,
the army
no,
bonus,
it's fine.
No, no, you don't get it. You don't get it.
Oh, that's only if I do my
So
special,
1
Yeah,
wound
yeah.
on AMR.
which I should have done.
AMR's taking the wounds. And now we're back to the Kingdoms of Men.
What do we do, boys?
I think Aragorn should have done favourite charge.
Does Barb have
Can
any
party
targets?
anyone? I mean, technically that's wide. That's wider than a base size. So that is a gap. But
I think his arm is like way out there.
Bard can see Goroth.
you can see Goroth without
Yeah,
a
probably.
base in the way. Yeah. So yeah, Bard will shoot Goroth.
Wait, what?
Bard will shoot Goroth. Sorry, Sam, but I eat your breakfast and then I attack all your mothers.
Honestly.
He misses anyway. So.
Bard's missed with his
Move out
shot.
my way, I'm coming for him.
Back to the Orcs. Who's going to go?
You realise it's going to end up Lurks versus Bard.
I hope so. But this time, no one's going to stay here and watch. It's like, I'm not doing
That's
this.
just the log.
These two haven't gone yet, have they?
Oh, do the walk, do the walk.
Yeah, do the walk.
To the Warg. Warg going in.
Going for a sidestep to get.
Warg has gone for Imrahil.
Yep.
Now, Imrahil has got 1 point of might left in the store, as does the White Warg.
But the White Wag doesn't have any turrets.
What is the current?
You'll fight 5.
Your lower fight.
So in this case, it's only going to come down to the dice rolls. So dice off, Imrahil.
I think I'm going to Rook Strike.
You can't, you don't have the ability. Not with the Warg.
Yeah, not in the range.
All right then.
So the White Warg has going to go for a 5 highest. Imrahil takes it on a 6.
Go for it, Mark.
5?
Strength 4, defense 5, yeah, 5.
No wounds. Nil points.
The Warg merely backs off an inch.
Right, over to the Kingdoms of Men.
Imra Hill, Aragon, Boromir.
Imrahil, Aragorn, Boromir.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Aragorn going in against Gorbag of all people. Gorbag has got 2 points of might left.
So strike again.
It is time to strike with Gorbag.
Yes, yes it is.
Yeah,
I
straight
think
away. So you go to 5.
he got a 5.
9 against 10.
9 against 10.
Gorbag
Yeah,
takes
go back
it.
to 5.
So he's not outnumbered.
Oh, it's like 4.
If he gets outnumbered, he's
gets
1
plus
or
one.
more, then he gets plus 1 fight value.
Okay, so you
Okay, so it's an equal fight.
All level. Elven Blade.
Aragorn's rolled a 4 highest.
1, 2,
2.
You should have
So,
so
Gorbag's rolled a 2 highest.
2 wounds.
2 wounds on Gorbag.
How many wounds have you got?
He's got 2 and a point of fate. It's fate or die.
Fate or die. Oh! Spend 2 might to live.
I don't think he's got
You've only got 1 left.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no.
the graveyard grows.
Gorbag is down and out. So, back to the Kingdoms of Men. No, back to the Orcs, sorry.
I'm just shoot someone.
let's throw a Zog at Aragorn. Let's throw a Zog at Aragorn.
As
Yeah,
of.
he's not in
Oh,
combat.
how many wounds is
Let's get a Zog to kill Aragorn.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
let's do that.
Do that.
The big boys come into play now. Azog versus Aragorn.
How many might points
One
is
might left in
Azog
the
got?
store.
So Azog has got 2 might points left, and Elisar has 1 left in his store, having spent his free one.
What's the fate? Fight value?
You're 7, he's 6, he's
He's
striking.
striking.
He's struck, so
Last might from Elisar gone in.
Oh, counter that.
Yes. Azog countering with his second.
10.
Azog's got the fight advantage. Aragorn's going to set the bar.
Roll a higher than a 2.
That's a 4 highest. Azog.
Did he get a reroll himself?
Azog gets a 4 and takes it on fight
Did he get to
value.
reroll himself, Larry?
He's a banner.
Oh, no. Roll a 1.
Azog takes it on the fight value.
Right, 3s to wounds.
Damn. That's really strong.
He's a hero.
That's 2 wounds on Elisar.
He will take them.
I will take it.
Elisar down to his last wound, but still full stock of fate.
Have we tasted blood and water?
I'm just going to adjust the camera very slightly to try and keep it on target.
Oh, it's not ours. No, it's their turn.
Over to the Kingdoms of Men, who just have Boromir and Éomer
has
left.
to charge the
And
White
also
Warg.
Bard.
Éomer has to charge the White Warg.
So, courage test for Éomer.
5, that should be a pass for him. He's courage
Yeah,
5.
that sounds like class.
Yep.
That
Okay.
was him too. Make an example.
I take it the Warg is on.
Warg's going to set the bar. Warg has a might
Both
point
like
left.
5.
Should I hero strike?
You can't strike, not with the Warg, you don't have to.
Sorry, my mistake.
Strike.
You don't need to, you get by fight, Emma.
5.
Oh, okay, so Éomer strikes and automatically goes higher. The White Warg has has set the bar at a 5.
Yeah, roll it. If you go to 10, you can feint. 9.
So it'd be a risk if you
It'd be
did.
risky that you could go back down to fight. No, he's going to go down to fight 6.
Yeah,
If he
so
moves his,
feint.
yeah, so feint.
Isn't he
Yeah.
fight 5 base?
Yeah.
Go
He's
down
got
to
up,
5.
oh, he's
He's
fight
got
8,
up to
so
8,
yeah,
yeah,
so yeah, so you could go down to fight 5 again.
Just fight regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to be at 5.
Might.
5, yep. The White Warg does have a last might point left.
So do I.
Éomer has one left too.
Banner, first of all.
Oh, banner first of all. Right.
Éomer has mighted it up to win the fight.
So is Éomer out as well now?
Éomer's out.
So he's plus strength.
Has he got up to strength 5 for being in raid?
He might have done.
Does he get, Larry? Does he get plus 1 strength for being...
Oh, I think it's plus 1 to wound.
Oh, plus 1 to raid.
We're just going to have a quick moment to check because it will matter.
Yeah,
Roll and we'll see what
yeah, I think it's 4. Yeah, just roll for him, Mark.
I mean, it will definitely be 5s. It might be 4s.
That's 1,
Might be
maybe.
2.
It might be 2 there.
Éomer adds +1 to all to wound rolls during the fight phase.
Yeah, 2
In
wounds to the
I
right
think
one.
that means White Wolves on fate then.
How many wounds and fate?
2 and 1, I think.
Got 2, yeah.
The White Warg has got 2 wounds, 1 fate.
Fate roll or die?
Fate or die for the White Warg.
Vengeance for Theoden!
You can't see it, but it's a 1.
I mean, that's fair.
That's over.
I'll shoot Aragorn.
Yeah.
Gonna shoot
It's worth
Aragorn.
noting, Aemon must still charge if able to do so, but to be fair, he probably would.
Lurtz is gonna shoot Aragorn. Because that banner needs to die.
It's a good choice.
It's a hit.
6 to wound.
6 to wound.
Oh,
Poison arrows?
just Boromir to go now for the Kingdoms of Men?
Yeah, he can't reach
You can make poison arrows out of
You
anything.
can't, yeah.
he can reach Shagrat.
Goroth and Shagrat, what's their might looking like?
So, Goroth has 1 left, Shagrat has 2 left.
Is that all we've got? Bloody hell.
Boromir's got 4
An
left.
accurate activated Gothmog.
Just to do a quick catch up, Boromir has 3 might left, Imrihor has 1 left, Bard has 2, Mouth of Sauron ain't here anymore, Azog has 1, Gothmog has 1, Shagrat has 2, Lurtz has all 3, the only characters who have not spent any.
Honestly, 1 at a time.
Goroth has 1, the Keeper of the Dungeons is also gone, and Gorbag has 1 left.
I may
Bullbag is dead.
I may regret this.
Into both of them.
Courage test.
It's a bold strategy.
Boromir's blowing the Horn of Gondor.
Who's higher courage? Shagrat, courage 5, is he?
Shagrat, I think, is the highest courage. Let's double check.
Yeah, if I remember, he gets like a +1 or something.
Shagrat is courage 4.
This is what I love at Lloyd.
Gurrit is...
Goroth.
Goroth is... courage 4.
So they're both courage 4.
Who has the most will?
That's definitely going to be Shagrat.
Shagrat's got 3.
Yeah, he has 3. Come on, we don't. Oh, that's a 5.
Point of will, yep.
Point of will going in.
Do we now strike?
Right. Who's got the mice? Is it just Goroth or is it Shagrat as well?
Both.
Shagrat has 2.
Who's the highest fight at the moment?
Shagrat's same.
Shagrat's 5.
Goroth, both 5.
Goroth's 5, isn't he? Yeah.
Use it on Shagrat if he's got 2.
Okay, I'll strike with Shagrat.
Boromir will counter. What do we got, please?
Decent. So,
It's like 10.
Boromir's won the fight off.
5.
Goroth gets 5.
Get the 5.
Yeah, 6.
Shagrat gets... 4.
He's got 6 of the banner.
So Boromir's won it. Just to check, it was Boromir and Goroth who struck.
And
Shagrat.
They're both the same defence, aren't they?
Shagrat defense 7.
Yeah.
What have they spent anything
I'm
fate-wise?
6 on Goroth.
So Goroth has
Shagrat's
1.
defense-
Sorry, has 2 wounds,
Even with the shield?
and Shagrat
Oh,
has
he's got heavy armour as well. It's
he's
7.
He's 7, yes.
Shagrat has 2 fate and 2 wounds.
I'll go
So
for
Goroth
Goroth
is
because-
Goroth's easy to kill. So 2 on Goroth, needing 5s.
Yeah.
no.
Last one on Goroth. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, one wing of
grab
Goroth.
Gothmog by the scruff of the neck and throw him in front of me.
That happened.
Did you really do that?
Yeah, so
Himself alive.
Shagrat's taken a wound.
No, Gothmog's taken a wound. Was it Gothmog you grabbed?
Yeah.
Gothmog has taken a wound for Goroth.
Can I fate it?
Yeah, I'm super fucking fated.
You've got 1 point of fate, yeah?
Yeah, let's go for it.
I'm an awful human being.
Yeah, fate's it.
So we've
Back to
got
them.
all 3 of those left to activate, and I think you've got none left.
Yes.
Yeah, so, well, let's go with
Everyone at Aragorn.
Gothmog then, and he's going to declare the Age of Men is over. So he's going to go into Aragorn.
Yep.
Gothmog has how many might left?
Gothmog has got 1 left.
So he's going to strike.
Yep.
Goes up to tie against Aragorn.
Sorry, he might spatter it.
Oh, 2 highest.
Bloody banner, don't he?
It is a dead tie of 2 against 2. And we're being so noisy that we've woken up a sleeping child. Randomising between good and evil. 4, 5, 6. Oh no, sorry. 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes to Elisar. 1 or 2. It goes to Gothmog. It goes to Gothmog!
I'll roll for... Oh, he can roll. Strength 5 against strength 6 is 5.
It's 4. You need 6s. 5.
Just
Plus 1.
And so defense 7.
Oh, and I can re-roll everything.
And reroll.
Yeah, it's 5.
fours.
re-rolling.
It's defense 6, isn't he?
Defense 7.
Oh, right, so 5's re-rolling everything.
Plus 1 hatred.
And he's got what, 2 wounds left?
So,
One wound, 3
Elisar
fate.
has 1 wound and 3 fate.
Okay, so 5's re-rolling everything. Re-rolling everything. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Sam.
What have you done?
So
I'm not allowed to touch dice anymore.
Goroth and Shagrat are left to activate, aren't they?
Can they go round the back and charge?
Shagrat
Aragorn.
and Goroth, I don't think it's got enough room to go around.
Well,
Goroth
if
has got 1 mind, did you say?
goes round, he can get to like there.
You say Goroth's got 1 might left, or
They both got 1 might left.
Has Oswald moved yet?
is he out?
Yeah, that's what I was going to call.
Is Imrahil out of might?
Imrahil has 1 left in his store.
I think we want to take out the banner.
Can I reach?
Goroth
I
probably
think
won't
you
go
have to do Shagrat first.
I don't think
Do Shagrat
Goroth will
first.
make it in without
Is
going.
Shagrat stance as well? I'll do Shagrat. So I think he can get round
No
to.
space you can go.
Shall I roll for you?
He can go round to. Yeah, he can go round to like
So,
there.
Shagrat has gone round the back into Elisar.
And you should strike.
Go on.
So
Okay.
Strike up.
Oh, striking up with a point of might, so Shagrat is now out of might.
And he's
5.
And he's higher than Elisar.
We may as well. No, don't fight. Terrible advice.
how many is he at?
It's a 6 from Shagrat versus a 3 from
He's
Elisar.
on the floor, so double strikes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Strength 5, so we need 5s.
Age of Man is still in a. Oh, he's not high, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. 5s.
So,
So he has knocked Aragorn prone. Can he follow it up?
5 to wound. 1, 2, 3. He's. Or he's got. If he could pass his all 3 fate.
It's all 3 fate for Aragorn or bust.
Only 1 failed.
And he's gone.
Failed one of the
Point to my back,
3.
please. Point to my back.
He's always about to, yep.
Oh yeah, challenge.
Nice. Glory.
And Shagrat has gained an extra point of might.
So we got 1 more activation. Who's out of might?
He's got plenty.
Telling blow to the
Telling
kingdoms
blows
of men.
I don't think I can reach him.
Can't.
The age
But I
of
can
men.
get away from scary people.
The time.
How many might has Boromir got?
Probably got like 3 or 4.
2 left.
Damn.
Or you could charge him, strike him up.
I'm probably going to die if I do that. But I can throw a golf mug in the way again.
Aged veteran of the century. Thrown
So,
over the bus
just
by
in my
some
blood.
scrub.
Where's the last orc going for this round?
Boromir.
Boromir. Cool. Are we doing strikes?
Yeah.
Goroth striking up.
Boromir will strike as well.
Boromir striking. Boromir down to his last.
9. Oh, higher.
Goroth's got it.
So you got to get that 6.
I don't like this pressure.
Shielding.
Ooh, interesting.
In
Boromir
that case-
shielding.
So you're going two-handed anyway.
It's a
aren't
bold
you?
strategy, Colin. Will it pay off?
5.
5 highest with Goroth versus
So you
5 with Boromir.
can might it do the final.
You've got 2 attacks, haven't you? What are you wounding me on?
3s. Plus 1 from him, plus 1 from Burley, struck 5. So it's 5s normally.
Jesus.
Yeah, 3s.
Oh, what am I to
3s and
push him
re-rolling.
back?
Point of might to beat him back with the
So he's
shield.
now out, yeah?
Boromir is now out.
Who still has might? Is it just Lurk?
So we've got Imrahil on 1.
Says 3. Bard has 3.
Gothmog on 1.
And also
Gothmog on 1. No,
Oh, and then
Gothmog has
Gorbag's
got
on 1.
Azog has got 1 point of might left.
Lurtz and Bard.
Lurtz is fresh on 3. And Bard has 2 left. Most of the combatants have gone
Lurtz.
already.
It always goes back to the archers.
It's the end of the activations. Time to roll off a priority.
I haven't rolled yet. Really good.
Have you rolled this?
I did.
You did.
Yeah, 3.
Let's roll again. Goes to men.
That had so much attention then.
Is anything more important over there than that?
Yeah, I think, yeah, shove him into the thing.
And Elendil's gone into Lurtz.
Shove him to that.
Guess who's striking? Right, I'm
Funnily
gonna strike
enough, Lurtz is striking up.
I'm going to... Should I call it the free heroic
Wait,
combat for the
declare
lulls?
heroic challenge.
You might as well, since...
Nah.
There's no
up.
Strike
Strike
up.
up.
Two wounds, 1 fate. Is he...
So 3 heroic combat?
Just the magic. Cool.
What is the base? What's Lurtz's base?
5. So you need a
Might as well,
You need
he's got
3.
Need a 3.
Oh, it's a tie.
Drawn.
Do not lose
3
this.
attacks now.
Well, how many
3
wounds?
attacks for that,
How
yeah.
many? How many?
Oh, yes, he is.
How many? 2 wounds, 1 fate, or is it 2 wounds, 2 fate?
3 wounds, 1 fate.
3 wounds, 1 fate.
Anyone got armies of...
To be fair, I can't move anywhere. I'm not going to call it heroic combat, even though it's funny as.
It would get you close to the next time.
That's
Lurtz has set the bar at 6. Eleanor has rolled
roll
a 6.
DM.
Good or evil?
Orcs are men now.
Oh, it goes to good.
Your wounds, your mon, 3.
Defense 6.
Defense 6.
Oh, with the shield, yep, so 4. He's got no might left, that's a shame.
2 wounds on Lurtz.
I've got 1 fate down.
1 fate.
No.
Oh,
So 1 wound left.
1 wound left on Lurtz.
Annoying, you can't see me.
We're evil now, Bard can shoot.
Over to the Orcs.
Should we get a Zog to try and kill someone?
Well,
Maybe
if he
Boromir?
heroic challenges, then he gets my back.
Only if you win the challenge, though.
He'll strike though if you do that.
Yeah, but do you have a legend, a hero of legend anywhere to actually...
Well, who's not...
Oh,
Who's
Imrahil's a hero of legend.
But he's got a minus 1.
Arguably, I'd
can
say
strike
anyone
him.
in the arena can challenge anyone else if they've got heroic challenge.
Who's out of might on the team of
Pretty
men?
much
Boromir's
Bard's
out
got-
of mine.
I think
Imrahil and Boromir.
Imrahil's got 1. Boromir's out.
He's out now.
Yeah.
Who's... Has Ian got any?
AMA got any?
Aemma is out.
I will
so
challenge
we've got the
him
only might,
because he killed
Oh,
my
yeah, Bard's
ward.
got 2.
You have to charge him then.
And Imrahil's got 1.
So you want to charge AMA, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to challenge him.
Okay.
Okay, and Azog declares a heroic challenge with his last point of might.
I mean, it makes sense because he killed the ward.
Yeah.
Aemma cannot counter, but he can accept or decline the challenge.
What happens if he declines? Because
No one listens to him anymore.
nothing's going to happen.
Let's just say he accepts the challenge.
Go for it.
Okay.
It's a 4 from Azog versus a 4 from Aemma.
Zog wins.
Azog takes it.
So 3s to wound. How many's he got left?
You've got, what, 3 wounds and
1 wound from Azog. Aemma
did we take
has
a wound
got
earlier on?
taken 1 wound already. Taking another?
Fate.
Fate, okay.
Fate.
Fate. Fate. No, taking the wound. Aemma's got 1 wound and 1 fate left. Over to the Kingdoms of Men.
So the Boromir or Imrahil?
Oh, bad.
Anyone can charge back in.
Oh yeah. I could do it.
You don't really want to, but you can.
I mean, what's Azog got left wounds wise? Pretty much everything, isn't it?
He has...
Azog
He hasn't
has
taken any.
got, 1 fate, 3 wounds.
But he's not got any
I'm going to
might.
shoot Azog in the
No
back.
might.
With Bard, if you're cool with that.
And then I'll charge in with him.
Yeah.
So Bard is lining up on Azog.
You can't tell him.
First shot missed.
Goodness sake.
Only they can fight each other.
Still got 2 might.
Yeah.
What with?
Just to hit the Bard, because if I might it, then I can potentially get another shot.
And it'll be 5...
Strength 4,
6 is to win. He's got heavy armor.
maybe not.
Over to the
Does
Orcs.
this mean that Azog possesses the stone flail?
I honestly can't remember.
If he's got everything...
We're going to have to wait while I check an old file on Battlescribe, where I actually added up all the points cost for these various people.
So back to Mordor?
But yeah, it's back to the evil side, and Azog's already been now. Anyway.
I don't know who I want to fight.
Everyone on Boromir.
Has Shagrak gone?
This is the next turn, so only Azog's gone.
It's
Charge him
before-
with Shagrak and
It lasts until Gothmog moves again, doesn't
Who's
it?
got-
So if I
Why not
throw-
hit
Who's got
that?
might left on our side?
So for the Orc side, Gorbag has a point of might.
He's dead.
Oh yeah, that's not of much use to you, sorry. Sorry, I'm only looking at the empty boxes. So you have Lurtz, who has 2.
Yep.
He's really low on fate and health.
Yep,
Anyone else?
That's it, I think.
that's it.
Right, so we're going to be a lower fight with everyone apart from...
I'd recommend
Azog.
using Lurtz to shoot someone in the back.
Azog has the stone flail, because that's what I pointed him up with.
Stone flail
I
with
can only
next
really
turn.
shoot Elendil.
Gives you D3 wounds for every wound you do on 3+ still. And you'll still have the high fight value, so...
That probably
Goes
would have
to
been
town.
useful information, but
It occurred to me afterwards.
This is the first time I've ever
should
done
I?
a heroic challenge. So
I think,
I'll do that.
yeah, just put everything in Boromir.
so
Sorry again, Gothmog.
Groth going in
Gonna
on
carry on throwing
Boromir.
you.
I didn't throw on the list last time, I didn't have to.
Yeah, because you didn't have to, that's why.
Is that the new nickname?
Both sides are out of might, so it's just about rolling to hit.
Roth.
Is that the new nickname of Boromir? The bus?
It might end up being 6.
Yeah, so 4 5s.
Throw. Get your hands off me.
Not falling for a second time.
Yeah, you can only do it when he's on 1 wound, no fate.
So it's back to the Kingdom's men. Imrahil going in for the kill.
Right.
Imrahil's got 1 might point left.
Doesn't Shagrat have points, Mike? Because you've got one back for killing.
Yes, sorry, Shagrat has got 1 left. Sorry about that.
Gothmog have any might?
Gothmog is out.
Okay, straight rolling.
Gothmog gets a 6. Imrahil's got a 6. Imrahil takes it.
So
Gothmog's got a shield.
Gothmog's got
Shield
3
7.
wounds.
So you need
you need
6.
6 wounds, yeah.
No points, mate.
Points of might, last point of might going in. So 1 wound on Gothmog.
After the challenge.
Gothmog has 2 wounds left.
I think Shagrak's going to charge into Imrahil then.
Finish him.
Yep. Strike. Has he got? Oh, he's got one.
He's got one
might
might
left.
Yeah, got one back.
Right, he's going to strike. Oh, he's going to feint. Yep.
I never know what that does.
So Imrahil takes it.
there.
In spite of the strike.
Damn.
So he is defense 7, so you need 6 sixes again.
These are really powerful orcs.
There you go.
Imrahil's got a wound on him.
Imrahil.
Feint. Feint left.
Shagrat's got
Shagrat, what's Shagrat got left? He got fate?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Shagrat's down to his last point of fate and 2 wounds.
So
Gothmog left to move, or?
we got. Have they moved everyone now?
No, they haven't.
Forza hasn't.
AMS got to come back and fight us now, don't you?
So
AMS.
Gothmog or lads.
Oh, hang on.
So who's that? It's
So
Mikhail's
we
men,
just
yeah.
charge.
Yeah, Shagrat's charged. Also.
Gothmog going in.
You're up again. Oh, yep.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's spinning.
Doesn't matter.
What is it?
Bother against it.
Oh, right, okay.
Boromir's 1 on a 6. No wounds though.
Right. Gothmog's going to go into Imrahil, I think.
Yeah, is Imrahil still got might? No,
He's out.
Imrahil's out.
Is Gothmog out?
Yeah.
Gothmog's out, yeah.
It's getting very
Gothmog gets
sparse.
a 4 to Imrahil's 5.
So 6s again.
One word. Oh no.
No, that's
Yeah,
So one.
So no wounds.
So who got left?
AMS charges
He
off.
has to charge now.
Stone flail.
Stone blow.
So you lose fate, can't save.
He's a minus
He's
1
two-handed burly.
Well, I guess it's just
that-
flat out attack.
He loses his fight value, but he's still high fight. Then
Azog's got a 5.
get a 6.
Aima takes it on a 6.
6s
Still
again.
enraged, isn't he? Yeah.
5.
5, yeah.
One.
1 wound. Is that he's still enraged though, isn't it? But,
Yeah,
but
so
heavy
yeah,
armor. So
That's with the plus.
1 wound, and Azog has 1 fate point and 3 wounds.
I think we'll take the wound.
Taking the wound.
So we've just got left now.
Just let's
Do I charge Elendil as well again, or do I just shoot him?
Just shoot.
Through Elendil.
Yeah, shoot.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot Bard for Elendil. 3s.
I'm getting flashbacks
Yep.
from last.
1, 2, 3 hits Elendil. Hits
Bard.
Bard.
Getting a
5s.
I'm getting flashbacks from last year.
Yeah, I do.
It
Priority.
doesn't roll.
I rolled last time. So.
I'll roll for either one.
And it's going to men.
Would AMA like to go back into this combat?
Let's leave that for now.
Oddly enough.
Elendil? Or Bard? Should I try and shank
Take out
Azor again in the back? Should I
You
try?
can't go after his dog because he's in the challenge.
Oh, he's in a challenge. Sugar.
Oh, yes.
What about Shagrat in the back?
You can shoot it.
You can.
That's what I'm
Shoot
saying.
Azor, yeah.
Yeah,
It's not very gentlemanly.
Gonna shoot. Bard's gonna shoot.
Throwing people in.
Bard's gonna
I
shoot
never
Azor
claimed
in
to
the
be
back.
gentleman.
He hits. Looking for 6s.
And I suffered for it.
No. Second shot.
Second shot from Bard. Hits on a 6.
No.
No, last shot. No.
Would you like to ask the bard next?
Shall I
Shall we
shoot
just go
Lurtz
with
while he's still
Azog?
alive? Shall I shoot Lurtz while he's still alive?
Yeah, shoot Lurtz.
So I'm going to shoot Bard again.
Lurtz shooting Bard.
Through Elendil.
Misses.
Oh no.
The archers aren't. Just aren't pulling it this time.
Oh no.
Boiling
Back to
water.
the Kingdoms of Men. Where are we going? Boromir into Gothmog.
Come on, good mark.
6. Come on.
Oh, 3 high. 3 high on both sides.
4 high.
4 high from Boromir.
So Shaglak's going to charge Boromir.
Ooh. My, how the tables have stood.
6. 5 only.
Shagrat takes it on a 6.
Oh, and he's got his shield, so knock back.
Yeah.
Oh, down.
Double strikes.
You need one more.
One more dice, please.
There you go.
Thank you. What am I looking for? 5s or 6s?
5 something. Strike 5?
Yeah, straight 5.
1.
Oh!
I will take the wound.
No wounds or fate taken.
Nope.
Taking the wound?
But he is not prone.
Yeah.
He is not
I've
prone.
got a prone marker somewhere. I'd like to get. Oh no, I didn't.
Gothmog gone yet. So
Right,
it's
back
not
over to the
time
Kingdoms of
Gothmog
Men.
to go after him.
Imrahil into Gothmog.
If he lives.
6.
Gothmog takes it.
Oh, come on, Gothmog.
6s.
With hatred as well.
No, 5.
5.
1 wound.
It's then 6, isn't it? He's not giving the shield.
That's a 2
I think he comes at last.
Imrahil has 1 wound left, so must pass at least 1 of his 3 fate.
Kieran,
Yep.
does Imrahil's shield come with his inbuilt?
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter. It's
Oh,
5's normally
it's
hatred.
hatred. Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Fail.
Fails first. Fails second.
Oh, out of fate though.
That was, yikes.
Gothmog into
One
Boromir.
wound, no fate for Imrahil.
Gothmog into a prone,
Nicking
Boromir.
this one for now.
Gothmog into prone Boromir.
Then I think we have one last orc.
Promise shield in, obviously.
6.
6 for Boromir.
Yeah, he Boromir wins.
So Gothmog.
Oh yeah, he stands up.
Gothmog has, sorry, Boromir has won that one.
So,
Who's got left?
AML would like to come and do his little fight. Stone Flail and
Got Elendil as well.
Stone Flail. Stone Flail?
Yeah.
3 from Éomer.
3 from Azog.
We need a 3. A 3. Yeah.
3s. 1.
Only 1.
D3 wounds.
After fate. If we've got any left.
So Éomer has 1 fate left. Nope. Oh.
He's dead.
He's dead anyway, I believe.
Yeah.
Well,
D3.
because even if that was 1 wound, that would have killed him.
D3 my back.
Excellent.
D3 might back.
D3 might back.
Oh dear.
Yes.
2 might back.
So Azog has got 2 might back from winning the challenge against Éomer.
Is it still Azog's turn?
Well, yeah,
That was
because
Azog's
Azog's our last.
Yeah, so Azog to go.
Yeah, Azog to go.
Yep. Okay, he's going to heroic challenge against.
Imrahil.
Yeah. You can refuse, but
What does refusing do?
Not a great deal. So
it just makes the game boring.
Okay.
Flail.
Yeah.
5 and last point of might.
You got 2 back.
So roll off.
Azog got 2 back, and he's just spent 2 challenge and to win the fight.
Kieran,
It's
it
a roll off.
is a roll off.
Goes down to 6 with Stone Flail.
Oh, a 2-handed weapon, yeah.
No, when he goes down flail, his fight value goes down to 6.
Ah, okay.
Can't
did not
strike
know
above it or anything.
So it's a dead tie between Azog and Imrahil. Who's going to take it? Oh, it's Imrahil.
And I come up to 6s. 3 of them.
Just the one.
How many is used as fate, hasn't he?
He's not used his fate. He's got 2 wounds left.
Oh, use a fate.
Yeah, use a fake.
Saves.
Azog's got 2 wounds left in his store.
And how many feet?
0. Just used it.
Only against bars. He's 585 base.
By the way, Lutz has heroic challenge as well.
Oh, Lurtz is going to strike.
Yep.
Lurtz is going. That's his last point. No, he's got one more after this. So striking up to more than you this time. 3.
So Arundel sets the bar at 6.
Ooh, needing the clap 6.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it. Go on, Lurtz.
5.
Go on, let's see.
Yeah, 5's to wound him.
Two wounds on Arundel.
Kill him.
He's got 1 point of fate and 2 wounds left.
Come on.
50-50. Oh! Go on, Lurtz.
Lurtz, you beauty.
To the top.
Arundel down.
I think that's everyone.
Yeah.
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 There are now 4 orcs on the field, left to 3 men.
What do they get, Larry? It's cop.
4.
6.
The men will activate first.
And they must
What's
choose
Bob doing
wisely.
all the way over there?
You knocked him with your
Oh, okay.
So, who's going to go first?
Could we work on a shoot as
Yeah, absolutely. Bard shooting Azog. Hits.
Does not wound.
Hits.
Does not wound.
Need some dice back.
Misses.
I'm going to keep that 2 might because it's.
Zog on him, he'll try and kill him.
Azog and Emerald.
Yep. Okay.
Don't slow
I'm
down.
not going to do the flail this time because I didn't realise that was the thing.
Azog gets a 5. Imrahil gets a 6.
Has he got Azog got any might there?
Nope, he's gone.
Get rid of the 4 tenths dice mark.
Yeah. It's alright, and Mill's going to have to come back at him. So
Use Lurtz. I should bring him in.
I think maybe.
Did you?
Put him behind.
Oh, you can move half and shoot this turn.
Shot next turn.
He can take shots. He's got all his stuff left, so just bring him in.
Why do I get the feeling?
So your guys, you got
Over to the men.
Oh wait, no, that was Azog's. That was Azog's move.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So it should be men.
So it's Boromir or Imrahil to go? Or Bard?
Bard shot.
Bard shot. So Boromir or Imrahil.
Plenty of choice, as always.
Gothmog.
Right, 3 dice, please. Thank you.
When does the hate thing activate?
You always anyone within 3 inches.
6s.
Are you Boromir's got it?
I think.
Sixes
Get rid of him.
No! Not even close.
It's like 9 dice.
So Shagrak's going to charge in.
Oh yeah, try it first.
Choose my speciality.
Can't give this in 24.
6s.
Oh!
Can you do it again?
Sixes to wound him. Come on.
2 6s on Shagrat.
How many wounds you got left?
Shagrat is down to 2 wounds, 1 fate. It's his fate or die.
Shagrat's dead.
It seems that this battle keeps us.
Imrahil then, I guess.
So Imrahil has to fight Azog.
Okay.
Don't flail.
Come on, 6.
4 high for Azog, and Imrahil takes it on a 6.
Come on. Are you sure you want to roll those dice marks?
I touched him for a blank one.
Oh, no wounds.
Right, so who have we got left to move? Just
Gothmog and Lurtz. So
we can move both.
shoot with him.
Shit, Bard.
Shit bard.
Try and shoot as well, it's not fair.
Hits. Wounding on a 5.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Ooh, I've got 1 point might left.
You
Don't I?
do have 1 point of might
Is
left.
it worth it? How many has he got? How many has Bard got?
Wounds?
Bard has got 2 might and
You're up challenging.
2 wounds and 3 fate.
You're up
It's
challenge.
not worth it. I can't challenge him unless I'm in base contact.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I will save him.
And you good have all gone, haven't they?
Yeah.
So Gothmog's going to go into
You can only do Boromir.
Boromir.
3 on 3. It's getting spicy.
Oh,
2 highs for Gothmog, and Boromir on a 5.
Come on, Larry. You have 1 job.
2.
1 more win.
Yeah, this one.
1 wound from Boromir. And that puts Gothmog on his last wound.
That's priority, I think.
Yeah, back to priority.
Priority
2.
goes to the Orcs.
Oh, I think Gothmog can
I
charge
think
in.
Azog's got to do it.
Try and get rid of him.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can't-
Isaac.
Yep, so.
Into Imrahil.
Roll a 6.
Yes,
6. He's taking it.
So 3 to wound him.
How many what's he got?
1 wound left on Imrahil.
Takes
Oh,
Only one.
How much might
just
you get
enough.
How much might does he get back?
That's horrible.
2 mites.
Not too bad.
Go after Bard.
Yep.
No, you've got it.
No, you need to take out Boromir. You need to take out
Boromir. No, it has to be Boromir.
You can shoot Boromir, you're the expert.
He's got 3 wounds and 3.
Come on, Lurch.
So, looking, it's either Bard or Boromir.
What's Azog looking for health-wise?
Azog
As long as
is
he's out of fate.
2 wounds left, that's it.
Yeah.
Cool, so that's fine.
Bard lining up the shots on Azog. Miss.
I've got.
You're cool.
Yeah, I'm going to spend it.
Point of might.
Lurch has only got 1 left as well. So.
Oh, miss. But hits with the second. Oh, fails to wound.
Does he hit with the third?
Third shot hits.
Okay, Azog's down.
Point of might.
1 wound, no fate.
And Azog is on 1 wound.
Got 3 points left.
Get barred.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Can he charge? Can I
Can't
charge
just
him?
say he's just the same thing.
If he gets lucky, Boromir should be able to
So Azog still has 2 might points and Lurtz has 1, and that is it.
Is barred out now.
Bard is out.
I need to move him up to help the fight, I think.
Human shield.
Out?
No, I can carry on shooting, but I don't think I'm going to do much. I'll go that way.
I will have 1 more.
May I recommend we use Azog to challenge first so that Bard cannot target him?
I'm not sure you need to worry too
Yeah,
much
but then
about
we've got these
challenges
2 to have to go that way. At the moment, we can all fight him. Although that means that Boromir can only
now.
fight.
So Lurtz has gone, that only leaves Boromir.
You need to win this fight. You've lost every single one.
I know. Come on.
You need to
Rolling
win
a
one.
4 or higher would be nice.
Yeah, you have rolled terribly.
I've been saving it up for now.
Have 1 on a 2 every turn.
Oh my god!
Gothmog gets a 2 and Boromir
Fluffed
takes
it
it.
again!
So 6 to end him. No,
And he's still hanging in there.
So he's going to countercharge him.
Why not? This is terrible. Send him to Bard?
Okay.
You've got Master Battle. He strikes back.
He won't strike.
Master Battle is free.
He's out of might.
I'm out of match.
He's still free.
So it's 3 orcs to 2 champions of men, and it's looking quite tense
And I
now.
think we're about to have a War of the North, so...
Is anyone else left to go?
Azog?
Priority now.
Priority, yeah.
Azog charged Imrahil.
Right, start, yeah. It's priority.
Priority? 5.
So
We had it last time.
So it goes to
go
the men.
first.
I think the course is clear for the men, but it's their call.
Boromir or Bard?
Can Gothmog reach Bard this turn? Measure for me now.
Don't think so.
Oh, it's you can only charge.
Gothmog can't reach Bard.
Okay, so
How lucky does your shooting feel?
it's got to be luckier than it has been. What am I going for?
Do you remember last
I
time?
think there's one clear
Azog's
target.
got might definitely scarier.
Yeah, but he's got no fate, so if I take wounds off him.
So to speed it along, Gothmog is on his last wound. Azog has 2 points of might and is on his last wound.
Yeah,
Lurtz
Azog's the same.
is on his last wound with 1 point of might.
What about Boromir and Bard?
Yeah, you got
Boromir.
Bard's got 2 wounds.
Boromir has 3 fate and 2 wounds. He is the healthiest left standing. And Bard
2 wounds,
has
3 fate.
Go for Azog.
2 wounds, 3 fate. It's a hit. It's not a wound. It's a hit. Oh, it's not a wound. It's a hit.
It's not.
Oh, it's not a wound.
This is... It's happening again.
Over to the orcs.
Azog into Boromir.
Azog is going to heroic challenge, and I think he's going to use
There's
the
no
blade.
point in
There's no
charging.
point now with the.
There's no point.
Save the might for when
Yeah,
it
save
rolls.
might, yeah.
Yeah, true. Okay, I need the third one. Good.
So Azog gets a 5 high.
Come on, Bozza.
Oh, it's spinning.
Make
Oh,
it might it to a
fine.
6. You win. Oh, fine. Oh, right. Okay.
Be a different story if he brought his banner.
So 3 to wound him, and you finally can do some damage to the bastard.
Oh, 2 wounds! Oh, you can choose 2 might to go.
No. Because we can
Boromir
just
has
He's on
2 wounds and 3 fate remaining.
yeah,
First fate, he's fine, and taking a wound. Over to the Kingdoms of Men, it's Boromir to go.
The reason I like challenge is because it stops me getting shot.
Where's the board edge? Because you move 6 inches away, technically can't be charged by others, I feel. Not for
No, I've got to charge.
You have to.
I have to charge. No, you can challenge. I can run away. But
that is
Boromir run
definitely
away.
not the Boromir thing.
Given that the board edge is here, it's just the fact I've moved the wall to the camera. That's as far as you're going. So I'd do something Boromir-like if I were you.
Yeah, bring it.
Get shot by arrows from Lurtz and die.
That's also something that's Boromir like.
I can live away and try and fight that next turn.
Yeah, it is.
Shoot him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely.
Yes. Over to the Orcs.
Gonna shoot Boromir because
It
that
just
is what
makes
Lurtz would
sense.
do.
It just works.
It hits.
What's your defense?
6.
6 for that.
6 to
Does
wound.
he get a +1 because it's
5 to
Boromir?
wound. 5 to wound.
What strength is the bone?
It's a wound.
Second
What
fate.
strength is the bone?
Never
So he still needs 60 on defense.
Boromir has 1 wound and 1 fate left.
Oh no!
That's good armor either.
Yeah.
But if he's Boromir from just normal fellowship Boromir.
Yes. Because he doesn't have enough defense.
He's White Tower, Boromir.
Sorry, he's wiped out Boromir. He's not
defense
Boromir.
Wasn't a
Gundor.
wound.
It wasn't a win.
Oh, so that wasn't a wound. So Boromir has 1 fate point
Do I
left.
have a might point left? Because I'll use that if that's.
Yes, you do. So that then.
Oh no, I'm going to save it for strike when Boromir shoots me.
So, just to be clear, Boromir has now got 2 fate, 1 wound. Lurtz still has 1 might point left. The only other person with might is Azog, who has 2. And yeah, Boromir and Bard are fairly healthy, but the Orcs are the ones with the
Well,
might.
Boromir's not looking too good for someone within charging distance.
Anyway,
So priority
everyone's
roll.
activated. Priority.
This is quite important. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We could do with this one.
I know.
Oh, I always roll low.
Then let me do it.
We get it.
Yeah.
They get it.
Charge Boromir.
Charging and
Boromir.
declaring heroic challenge. So
Don't challenge.
No challenge. Don't
I'm
challenge.
doing it.
Don't challenge.
You don't need to challenge them.
Because
He will shoot. Oh,
It doesn't matter.
he's just obsessed with
I want to
challenge.
shoot him.
Anyway,
To know
right.
my shotting on Boromir.
Azog, setting the bar. With a 6, he takes it.
Probably got him now.
3 to wounds.
That's triple snake eyes. Even with both might points, you will
Three-eyed
only
snake.
wound him once. Mind you, he is on his last wound, but he does have 2 fates. So
Is it
it's
worth it?
Save it.
No, you've only got
Oh,
one
I've
might.
only got
You've
one.
might.
Guilty challenge.
Yeah.
oh okay, fair enough.
That kind of removed a bit of tension. Oh, well.
Right,
Bard.
What?
Shooting at Azog within in the way.
You
of
cannot.
the- No, you can't. You can't.
It's challenge.
Okay, you can shoot him.
Nothing saying you can't shoot. You can't shoot.
Yeah, why not?
Doesn't you have to charge each other?
Size on it.
So, yeah, you're shot in the way first.
so is Gothmog in the way, or is that a clear
Yes,
line?
Scotland will be in the way.
Gets past Gothmog. No wounds. Second shot.
2.
Right,
Some
so
filthy tactics being used by the
I
Orcs.
can't now charge Boromir. I can shoot Boromir. Shooting Boromir.
Getting shot in the back is exactly what he does best.
Let's hit.
And then I do actually need a 6 now. don't I?
Go on.
You have the might though.
No wounds.
Bozza has to charge in.
Oh, yeah, because of challenge. Don't challenge me.
6.
6.
Azog takes it.
No.
Drop higher than a 1.
5.
2 wounds on Boromir.
Got past both fate.
And
How many? And how much might do I gain back?
Oh yeah.
And Azog gains 1 point of might
So he's
back.
back up to 2.
Gothmog's going to charge into Bard.
Gonna slide him in there. Bard's 3 attacks, right?
Yeah.
6 high.
That's a 6 for Gothmog.
3,
And that's a 3 for Bard. Is it all over?
So you are
Plus 1 to wound.
pause. Yeah, pause.
That's 2 wounds on Bard. Bard has 2 wounds but 3 fates. Passes 1. Passes 2.
2 wounds, no fate, yeah?
I could have, yeah, I know. But we're
getting
Bard
intense.
only has 2 wounds left, having spent all his fate. There are now 3 orcs just to him.
Why is it being shooting all this stuff?
because he's got a bone.
However, having said that, each orc only
He is
has
only
1 wound.
fighting. He is only
Yeah,
fighting.
yeah.
That is a point.
What's that?
Each of the remaining orcs are on 1 wound. Can Bard finish things off with the magic arrow?
Arrows.
So the priority, so 4.
Goes to the orcs.
Should we charge him with... where's Sam gone? Shall I shoot him first?
Yeah.
Butter him up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he gets a chance.
Shot from Lutz.
No.
Over to Bard.
Shoot them all.
Shoot them all.
Yeah. So start with Gothmog because he's in.
Gothmog.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's all going wrong now.
Azog gets
Both, yeah.
Azog
So
running in.
Azog will go 6.
Could
and
still win
then
in combat. That's the key here.
I'll roll for Sam. Even even though I shouldn't.
5 high for Bard. He wins it.
Defense 7, right? You're giving him a shield.
So you need 6 to kill him.
Priority.
I get 4.
6.
So the Orcs get it.
No.
Who are they going?
Orcs get it, yeah.
The Orcs get it.
You guys probably guys, yeah.
Runners all gets in there.
So who's going first for the Orcs?
Gothmog in his face, just to make him move off the side if we lose.
Gothmog going in. 3 highs from Bard. 5 highs from Gothmog.
It's like I don't want to win.
4s to finish
Bard's
him.
going back away that way.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Bard has fallen, and that means that the winners of Men vs Orcs are the Orcs.
So once again, I've got everyone to target you throughout, and you still haven't lost the time.
Not quite as much of a dramatic ending as last year, where it came down to 2 champions versus each other. I didn't think Bard was going to swing it and just finish a bunch off there. But still, we hope you've enjoyed watching. Have we all enjoyed playing, guys?
Hell yes!
Cool.
This has been going on for an hour and 25 minutes.
Yeah, it's taken a while. Anyway, guys, peace out, enjoy, and support the Hobbit hobby.